Like most others, I initially learned about the law of attraction and then the law of assumption. You may be asking about the difference between the laws of assumption and attraction. When it comes to manifesting your wishes, the law of assumption might be easier to grasp and use. In this video, I'd want to discuss the distinctions between the law of attraction and the law of assumption, as well as assist you in deciding how to materialize your objectives. So, do stay till the end of this video because you'll realize how powerful you are, and if you're new to this YouTube channel or haven't subscribed to it yet, please do so by clicking the red subscribe button below this video and pressing the bell icon so you don't miss any updates from our YouTube channel. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the topic now. The law of assumption is better than the law of attraction since it is simpler to use and understand. Even though the law of attraction is more well-known, the law of assumption might help you create your wishes more quickly. Neville Goddard popularized the law of assumption, whereas The Secret Book and movie popularized the law of attraction. Assume you are familiar with the law of attraction but have only lately learned about the law of assumption. In such situation, you may be asking what the distinctions are between the laws of attraction and assumption. Main differences between law of assumption versus law of attraction. While both law of assumption and law of attraction are techniques to manifest your desires, both have different approaches to manifestation. While both the law of assumption and the law of attraction are tactics for manifesting your objectives, they take distinct approaches. 1. Different sources of manifestation. This is possibly the most fundamental distinction between the law of assumption and the law of attraction. When you are connected with your want, the universe or the source offers you the desire, according to the law of attraction. The law of assumption states that God is imagination, and your imagination grants your want. With the law of assumption, you envision and experience the end of your desire as real, ready to appear. 2. Manifestation method. There is also a distinction in how you present your desire. With the law of attraction, you must endeavor to achieve the desired vibratory frequency. For example, if you want to manifest money, you work on your negative money ideas and feel good about the money that is coming your way. With the law of assumption, you suppose the desire is already real and experience the fulfillment of the request. It is the manifestation of the condition. For example, if you wish to materialize a job, visualize yourself shaking hands with a buddy who is congratulating you on your accomplishment. Touch and feel your friend's hand in your mind, and imagine the scenario as genuine. SATS is a well-known approach by Neville Goddard. 3. Signs manifestation is coming. There are methods to check for indicators in the law of attraction to see if the manifestation is working for you. These symptoms are based on other people's experiences. For example, you may see patterns or minor triumphs in your life. You don't need to seek for signs while using the law of assumption. Signs, according to Neville Goddard, do not precede, they follow. You've completed your task when you reach the state of having your desire granted. Neville did teach us how to use the latter approach to test the law of assumption. 4. Existence of free will. According to the law of assumption, no one has free choice, and creation is complete. Another perspective is that all realities exist. All you have to do is select the desired reality. Everyone in your life acts in accordance with your expectations of them. Neville Goddard states that everyone is you pushed out. Everyone you encounter in your life and how you see them is determined by yourself. Put another way, if you want to change someone, change the assumption of them within you. You have free will in the law of attraction. You must also utilize your free will to bring your desires into your life. Similarly, others have the freedom to attract what they choose. Because the cosmos gives manifestation and we are all a part of it, your free will has no effect on another. 5. Testing for yourself versus believing it works. Neville Goddard advises us to put the law of assumption to the test. Because the primary premise is that God is your imagination, Neville challenges us to put the power to the test. According to the law of attraction, it is a universal law that like attracts like. Testing for oneself is not necessary because it is the law. Neville Goddard also demonstrated how to use the latter approach to test the law of assumption for yourself. Remember that the law of assumption claims that it is a law, and that what you assume becomes your reality. However, because you are encouraged to test it yourself, you may find it easier to accept. Is law of attraction the same as law of assumption? No, law of assumption and law of attraction both allow you to manifest your desire. But both of them go about it in different ways. They are slightly different methods to manifest your desire. With law of attraction, you're expected to reach a state of receiving. With law of assumption, you reach a state of already having your desire. Is law of assumption better than law of attraction? The law of assumption is easier to use than the law of attraction, especially if you've already tried it without success. It feels strong to experience the law of assumption by offering oneself the desire through your imagination. Consider the laws of assumption and attraction to be instruments for manifesting your desires. They're like two distinct routes to your target. You could prefer one over the other. Which is better, the law of assumption or the law of attraction? It all boils down to personal preference. Most students of the law of assumption have heard of the law of attraction. They discover the law of assumption after failing to achieve sufficient success with the law of attraction. While the law of attraction can be effective, if you're reading this, you're probably seeking for new ways to create your desires. Here's my take on the difference between the law of assumption and the law of attraction. In that case, my recommendation is to go with the law of assumption. And as Neville Goddard says, test the law yourself. If you're still unsure which one to choose, decide on following one technique for a month and observing the results. Be consistent and go with one technique for a fixed period instead of flip-flopping between techniques. All techniques essentially work by changing yourself and your inner state. So go with the technique that works for you. So that's it for today's video. I hope you found it useful in your manifestation journey. If you have any questions or want to share your thoughts on it, please leave a comment below the video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.